Hello everybody, it's me again, and welcome back to part number 12 of Let's Replay Assassin's Creed 2. We just saved Lorenzo de' Medici from an attack on Francesco de' Pazzi, and exacted revenge on behalf of Lorenzo by putting a blade in the neck of Francesco de' Pazzi himself, and hanging him off the edge of the Duomo.
Nope.
So, now we're gonna head to San Gimignano, I think, to meet with my uncle, to assist me in getting rid of the Pazzi conspirators. There are 5 of them, and their names, Jacopo de' Pazzi's one of them. That's like the easiest one to remember, because he's really the only one I remember. Oh, never mind, we're going to Leonardo's house. Just kidding. Just kidding. There's another Francesco Sassetti or something like that, and, Bagnone, there's an archbishop and a priest and another priest and 2 bankers or something. I have no idea. I forget their names. Leonardo,
Thank
hello.
God you're all right. This madness with the Medici and the Pazzi.
Oh, I know.
Is why you pursued Francesco.
I forgot to read the
Exactly.
codex page.
Well, whatever your reasons, the city's safe again thanks to you. Now tell me, how may I be of service? Another page.
Which one is this?
Aha, it's a similar cipher to the last one.
Is this the poison
This
blade?
won't take long. Interesting. Indeed. I see.
You're teasing me.
It's another blade design. For delivering poison.
Can you build it?
See, it won't take very long. I just need to find a way to hollow out the blade without sacrificing it.
It's all right, Leonardo. Just do what you need to do.
All done. I filled your blade with a bit of poison to start with. Should you run out, just visit a doctor.
Poison. From a doctor.
In high enough doses, that which cures can kill.
I am in your debt once more, my friend.
Anytime, Ezio. Anytime.
Thank you very much. Can I have that codex page back? I need to put it up on the wall, and I also want to read it, because I forgot to last time. A blade with bite. Cool. Very cool. Okay. Now let me go ahead and open up my database. Page 21. One may cultivate extracts from various plants found throughout the region. More exotic species can sometimes be obtained from traders and travelers, but their properties are less documented and require further examination. Traditional alchemical implements can be used to distill the poison. Care should be used as certain poisons can be absorbed through exposed skin. Many are those who have lost their lives to carelessness. One's blade should be hollowed according to the specifications listed herein. Deviation may create fractures within the metal, causing the blade to weaken and possibly break. So basically, this is about the poison blade. Very cool. This was such a nice addition. You get to read from Altair's journal while you're playing as Ezio. Pretty awesome. The only thing really to top that is to be able to play as both of them in one game. AKA Revelations. And now I believe we're heading to Toscana.
Nope.
Excuse me, San Gimignano, however you want to say it. I don't give a crap. You know, one thing I wish the database had for those codex pages is an indicator to tell you that you've read it already. Because there isn't one of those. Oh, I'm very capable of thought. I just don't care. I don't feel like climbing right now. Oh, my word. Look at that! One of my family members actually gave this to me and my mom as a Christmas present a long time ago. She used to be a nun, that's why she gave it to us. That's pretty cool. I mean, it's obviously a very... Alright, it's obviously a very popular image. Where the hell did he go? He just pulled one of my own tricks on me. Very interesting. Clever. Clever of him. It's funny, I have family members that used to be devout religious people, like nuns. But the only time I ever went to church was on a Sunday with one of my friends because I had nothing better to do that day, and I was like, what the heck, I want to go somewhere, let's go to church. And I had no idea what they were saying. They were like, you know, they were reading excerpts out of the Bible, and I'm like, I don't even know what this means. So I've been to church, just, it's never, ever, ever been a regular thing. And at the time, I was still in elementary school. I must have been in 1st or 2nd grade. Wait. Let me just double check here. I am going, he mentions San Gimignano. But I'm not going there. I'm going to Monteriggione because I'm stupid. Okay. We're going back to the villa to talk to Uncle Mario, and then we're gonna head to San Gimignano. Like, I'm obsessed with this city. I don't know why. We need to go to Tuscany! Oh, the Auditore Family Crypt! I've only done this once. Because it was in my previous save, and then I lost the save. I want to go visit it. I don't care if it's not a shenanigans episode. I want to go in it. Can I? Can I please? I want to go in there. I want to go do it. I'm going to go do it right now. I can't take it anymore. It's back here. I have to go in here. I have to. I'm sorry. I should save this for a shenanigans episode, but I don't give a shit. I want to go in here. Okay. This is all about Domenico Auditore and his son and how the whole family was founded. Very interesting story, so I'm going to read it for you guys. It's also full of puzzles. Actually, scratch, I did this twice. I did it once on my own time, when I had no idea what was happening. And then I did it once because one of the puzzles was confusing one of my friends, and he couldn't get past it, so I hopped back in and replayed it, and just so I could guide him through it. But I've only ever read the actual things once. Explore the Auditore Family Crypt. The Ancestral Burial Chamber. Here's the first. Venice, 1296. I was raised in a small house by the Venetian lagoon, within sight of the rough foam-capped waves of the sea. When I was barely old enough to walk, I became a sailor, navigating the Atlantic first as an apprentice, and then while carrying cargo for my father's patron, Messer Marco Polo. It was a good life. So I don't know how many of you out there have actually gotten this. I'm not sure if it's a Uplay thing. I think it is. Or if it came with the Bonfire of the Vanities DLC. I'm not 100%. But everyone should experience this. The origins of Ezio's family. I need to go up here. Oh, right. Hi! What the heck just happened there? I ejected sideways. That was weird. Okay. Lots of dead people in here. Are these all grave robbers or something? I don't know. Okay. Next one. One day, while ashore in the harbor looking for work, I fell in love. She was barely 20, but when I looked into her eyes, the whole world was reflected back, clearer and brighter than the sun. After that, I still went to sea, but my heart remained on land with the girl who had become my wife and our young son. Next one. Birthright. One afternoon that summer, Messer Polo called me into his study. My father was already there, beside an older man, dressed in a strange hooded cape, watching us. At that moment, everything about my life changed. My father told me that he was an assassin. Removing his ring, he showed me a strange marking on his finger, explaining that our family came from an ancient order that protected and defended mankind. He paused, and then, when I didn't speak, Messer Polo stepped forward. He told me that the stranger in the hood would teach me, and in return I would carry him across the Mediterranean to Spain. And so began my apprenticeship with Dante Alighieri, one that was to destroy every bit of happiness I would ever have. I think it would be very interesting to actually experience the story instead of just reading about it. Maybe it's just some flashback cutscenes in a game or something. He doesn't have to be the main character, but I still think that would be incredibly interesting. But that's just me. Okay, I wasn't paying attention. Where am I supposed to go? This way. Hola! This way, continuing to go this way. The camera angles are not friendly in this game, I remember. Made it! Okay. Just get down off the ladder. Ladders are for losers. Okay, let's read this one. A mentor. In preparation for our voyage, Messer Alighieri met with me repeatedly. At first, our meetings were about purchasing supplies, but soon they became about higher things. About life, love, honor, and justice. He taught me that society was set up in such a way as to control its members, to stop us from thinking, from seeing. Soon, I could look past all the flaws and illusions. I understood that mankind was being used by its rulers, that we, the people, deserved freedom. It was then that Dante began showing me pages from a book that Messer Polo had brought back from the palace of the great Genghis Khan. The manuscript, the codex, was about our order, the assassins. Altair's words. Even my ancestors had these codex pages. This is how they got to Italy, for those of you who were curious. So, normally I would think I need to swim, but I don't think— I don't think I'd get there fast enough. Hold on a minute, I wasn't paying attention. Nowhere to go over here. Damn it! Okay, so I do just need to swim. Yes? I think I do. Get off the lever! Let's try this one more time. I can't do everything perfectly! Swim faster, swim faster, swim faster, don't crush me, thank you. Alright, that was easier than I thought. I tried to make it way more difficult than it actually was. Okay. I like how they just make my robe shinier when I'm supposed to be wet. Oh, there's the door. Okay, that's when it opens. Jump! Climb up. Ah! Made it! For now. Did I make it? I made it. Okay. Next plaque. An unexpected farewell, one of two. Oh, I see. Okay. Our planned voyage never took place. While returning to Ravenna to pick up the remainder of his belongings, Dante died. Dismayed at the loss of my mentor, I went to inform my father and Messer Polo of the sad news. Before I could even speak, I was ushered into the study, and my father, his face white, locked the door behind me. Shocked, I listened in silence as he spoke. Dante intended to take the Codex to Spain where it would be safe, but he was being watched. The enemy of the assassins, the Knights Templar, still existed. He recalled the stories he had told me of the Templars, and it all became clear. Dante had been murdered. The Templars knew about the Codex, and they knew about us. Shaking, my father told me to take the Codex and leave for Spain at once with my wife and child. As Messer Polo ushered me out the door, he handed me a small piece of paper with a number on it. With this number, I could draw on his credit more ducats than I had ever seen in my life, at any bank in Italy. So, like, the Assassin's Creed wiki is like my best friend. If there's anything in the games I don't fully understand, it's to the wiki! And most of the time I can find my answers. Alright. Unnecessary! Come on, keep going. Whoa! Make it! I almost took my nose off. Alright, let's go back and try that again. Damn it, I was so close. Yes. Okay, here's the lever. What is it with you and climbing on the levers? Knock it off. I also need to go on the wiki and look up where the giant squid is again, because I don't remember which tomb it's in, and I don't remember the exact order of how to summon it. It's been many years, so I don't remember exactly. And I only ever did it once. Hey! Yeah, okay, made it that time. I think this is the really sad one. At sea, we set sail that night, the ship filled with cargo to sell in the markets at Barcelona. At first, all was well. Then, to avoid a coming storm, we laid anchor in the Otranto harbor. Cloaked in darkness, the pirates came. I didn't see them until they were already boarding my ship. I hid with my family in the hold. Pulling out the Codex, I ran the worn leather cover through my hands. Then, I broke the spine. The pages slid silently onto the floor. I scattered them into the chests, boxes, and containers I was carrying to the market. The men who found us were drunk. I could smell it on their breath. When they asked for the Codex, I knew who had sent them. Holding back my rage, I said that I had thrown it overboard. They started to laugh. Two held me down, still grinning, while the rest cut off my wife's clothes. She begged for mercy until her voice gave out. Once they were done, they threw her into the sea. They took my cargo and sunk my ship and left me adrift, clinging to a piece of railing. I made it to the beach with my son. My wife's body washed up on shore the next morning with the tide. You guys still love pirates? Because that makes me like them a whole lot less. Like, even the pirate heroes like Henry Avery, there were stories about him about how he took, like, a wealthy princess as a wife. And that she was, you know, perfectly willing to because he was this amazing pirate hero. But they say it was more likely that he took her against her will in every meaning of the phrase, if you know what I mean. So it's like, it's really sad stuff. Oh my god, the camera! I don't like the cameras with these things. It's like, I know what to do! It's just the cameras disorient the shit out of my thumbs! Let's try that again. Ah, fuck! Why? I'm gonna have to pause the episode after this. I should be doing the story, but instead I'm doing this. Ha! Is it over? Okay, now you work. That's nice. Thanks. Thanks! Okay. This is the last one, I think. Unless there's another one inside, I'm not sure. A new name. I never saw the sea again. Making my way to Florence, I rented a small room and then visited the bank. I'd memorized Polo's account number. With the vast sum I now had at my disposal, I went to Venice in disguise to find my father. I returned to Florence the next day. Both Polo and my father were already dead. From that moment forward, I collected treatises on architecture, studied the classics, and took vocal lessons. I adopted the name Auditore, impersonating a noble at the Florentine court. Accepted as one of their own, I took on the trappings of nobility and constructed this villa for me and my son. And then I hunted them. I raised my son to fight, to find the Codex, and to kill Templars. Together we would regain the honor of my wife and avenge the death of my father. Two debts that could never be repaid. To the Auditore that reads this, remember that you are not a nobleman. You are not one of the deceivers. You are one of the people. Avenge us. I love this crypt. It's a very sad story, but most Assassin's stories are, you know? I can't imagine you would be happy in a life where you kill people, and people try to kill you. I imagine you couldn't live a life like that without numerous tragedies. That's the trapdoor I used to get out, but here they are. Right here. This is Domenico and his son. They're buried right here. And I am desecrating my own ancestors. How very nice of me. I do get a shit ton of money for going in here, so. But anyway, for those of you who never got the Auditore Family Crypt, I think you can download it on Uplay, and it's very interesting. I mean, like you just saw. I love this crypt. Like, all these, like, hidden story elements that you can find everywhere. In every game. I love it!